All right, so that lovely intro there is actually my backyard. It is pouring rain here in California, and there is a lot more on the way. Now, I'm in Southern California, so we're getting hit hard, but not as hard as Northern California. And I have a few friends that live in Northern California, and some of the photos that they have sent me is just crazy. There are people literally going down the street in paddle boats. Anyway. Welcome to Sasha Scents. I'm Sasha. On this channel, I mostly do fragrance reviews, a little bit of beauty and style. So if you enjoy that type of content, I really do hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. And then you can hit that notification bell, knowing each time I upload a new review. And I'd love to have you as part of this fragrance family. Now, because of this weather, I thought it would be fun to do a video based on fragrances that I would wear on a rainy day. Now, normally you would think I would go for something warmer like gourmands and deeper woody types of fragrances, which I have done in the past for like cold weather. But sometimes on a rainy day, I want a fragrance that will remind me of somewhere else, like somewhere maybe tropical, or maybe even just sitting in my house with a good cup of chamomile tea, reading a good book. So these are fragrances that I think fit in perfectly, and I want to go ahead and share those with you. So let's just get right on into it, because the very first fragrance that I want to talk about is one that you've not heard me talk about too often, maybe once or twice before. And this one is called Seaside Eau de Parfum by AHMED, which is part of Maison d'Orient. This just reminds me of this quaint coastal village, and you're just taking in the sights. Maybe you're sitting at a little coffee shop or maybe drinking a mimosa and just enjoying being out and about. And so that kind of brings me back to that, especially when I'm stuck inside and it's pouring rain and I literally do not want to go anywhere right now. I don't even want to go shopping or anything. And normally, of course I enjoy shopping, but this is kind of one of those fragrances that I can wear and it'll just make me think of somewhere else that's warm and sunny. Now this opens with some orange, which you'll definitely pick up, mixes with a really nice mango as well as peach. You're also going to get some berries as well as some musk. So very fruity. It does have some salty notes to it, although they're not listed. I definitely get that aquatic feel, that saltiness in here. I think this is a fabulous fragrance. As far as the performance-wise, this is really nice. It projects well. It lasts on my skin for a fairly long time and a really, really long time on the clothes. So if you kind of want something that will just remind you of this little coastal, maybe this little town, this is definitely one that I recommend you look into. It's fantastic. All right, next I have GEMMA di Paradiso Eau de Parfum by Roberto Cavalli. This does remind me of paradise. This also opens with a little bit of fruitiness. You're getting a very nice ripe peach. It's juicy, it's ripe, and it definitely blends or melts into some florals like jasmine. And then of course you've got this really nice vanilla that's somewhat creamy. There's some slight sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. And then you've got some precious woods in here, some amber. This does remind me of being somewhere tropical. Maybe you're at a villa somewhere overlooking the blue ocean and you're just really content. You feel warm. The sun is kissing your skin. You just feel happy. That's where this fragrance is going to transport you. Performance-wise, this is really nice. It does a very nice job on the skin. It lasts a long time. Not only on your skin, but your clothes as well. Projects nicely. It does get a little bit closer to the body, but you're still going to be able to get compliments, especially if you walk by someone, they're going to notice this fragrance. I think it's a stunner. Definitely worth looking into. And again, this was GEMMA di Paradiso by Roberto Cavalli. All right, this is Dylan Blue Eau de Parfum by Versace. This perfume smells incredible to me, but I also has a place in my heart because one of my best friends, Janice, sent this one to me and I absolutely love it. This is a fragrance that if you're feeling kind of somber, you're looking out the window, it's raining, you don't want to leave your house, and you're kind of like, one of those meh moods, this will brighten your day. This is such a happy fragrance. It opens with this Granny Smith apple that's very almost on the, not extreme tartness, but there's a lot of tartness there, but it quickly mixes with a little bit of sweetness. So it's not gonna like make your mouth like water. Yeah, anyway, if that makes sense. It mixes with a very ripe, juicy peach. So you got this tartness from this apple, this sweetness from the peach, and then it has soft hints of some rose as well as some musk. And the musk, to me, makes this fragrance a little bit more on the creamy side. And musk is known to almost mimic that warm sun-kissed skin, and that's what you're going to get with this one. It also has some white woods as well as patchouli. Overall, again, a very happy fragrance. Will brighten your day, will put a smile on your face. This, performance-wise, is really nice. This lasts a very long time on my skin and forever on my clothes. So if you like fragrances that will really cling to you and your clothes, this is definitely one to check out. It's one of my favorites from Versace. I have a few, but this one definitely is a favorite. And again, this one was Dylan Blue Pour Femme from Versace. All right, this is Idole Aura Eau de Parfum by Lancome. This is one of my favorite fragrances with a salt accord. This is absolutely yummy. I can't even explain this. I can't even do this justice. The thing I can say is that it smells like if you took fresh coconut, and you know how creamy, milky that is, and you sprinkled a little salt on there. Although the coconut accord is not listed as part of this fragrance, which is really surprising to me because I really do get a coconut scent in here, but it's beautiful. So like I said, I get that like a salted coconut kind of smell, but then it mixes with soft hints of a jammy rose. It's not a dry, powdery rose. This is more of a sweet, jammy type of rose. There's also hints of some jasmine in the background, as well as vanilla, which just adds to this fragrance. And then you've got this musk accord as well. This really is a beautiful fragrance. This reminds me of sitting on the beach. The sun is warm, you're getting wafts of the salt sea air. Maybe you have your sunscreen on. It's like a coconut scented sunscreen. That is what this is to me. It's just absolutely divine, and it makes you feel content, warm, happy. Performance-wise, this is really nice. This lasts a long time on my skin, a long time on my clothes. This projects very nicely in the opening. It will get a little bit closer to your skin, but it's going to stay probably in this big bubble around you. People are definitely going to be able to smell you when you're wearing this one, and you're going to get wafts of this pleasant fragrance all day long. I highly recommend this one. This is my favorite from the Idole line. And again, this was Idole Aura by Lancome. All right, this is Mémoire d'une Odeur by GUCCH. This is such a lovely fragrance. This is a unisex fragrance that is perfect for a day like today. It's raining out, it's miserable, but you don't want to go anywhere, but still you're feeling very content just being where you're at, being home. Maybe you're sipping on a hot cup of chamomile tea, you're sitting by the fireplace, you're reading a good book. That's exactly this fragrance. You will feel very content regardless of what's going on outside. You're going to feel very cozy. You're going to feel warm. It's just a really nice fragrance. Now, I love the way that this fragrance opens with a bitter almond, and I really do enjoy almonds in my fragrances. I think it just really adds a touch of just oomph to it, if that makes sense. There's also a little bit of musk in here, so you're getting some slight creaminess. You've got that chamomile, jasmine. There's also a little bit of sandalwood, vanilla, and cedar. So it has a slight woodiness to it, kind of off in the background. It's certainly not overpowering. What you're mostly going to get in this is that chamomile, and it is, like I said, very reminiscent of chamomile tea. Beautiful fragrance, works perfectly for both men and women. Performance-wise, this one projects lightly. This is not a loud fragrance. This is a soft projector. It's going to get a lot closer to your body. It's going to become a little more intimate, in my opinion. So someone's going to have to be really close to you in order for them to smell it, but you'll be able to pick it up on yourself, especially when you're moving around. If it's on your clothes, you're going to get soft wafts of this particular fragrance, and I like it. I definitely recommend this one. And again, this was the Memoir d'une Odeur by Gucci. All right, this next one is totally fitting, especially when it's so cloudy out. I'm talking about Cloud Eau de Parfum by ARIANA Grande. This is a really nice fragrance. This is great if you want something like Baccarat Rouge 540, which we all know is very expensive, and you're on a budget. This is close. Now, I have other fragrances in my collection that smell a lot more like the Baccarat Rouge 540, but this one definitely is close. So if you like the smell of Baccarat Rouge, you're going to really enjoy this particular fragrance. Now, this opens with a soft lavender accord. It's just a whisper of lavender. It kind of disappears behind the juicy pear in here and the whipped cream. And there is a lot of whipped cream in this particular fragrance. It's not overly sweet. I think they've done an amazing job with this. It mixes nicely with a praline as well as coconut. So if you love coconut and whipped cream in a fragrance, you are going to adore this particular fragrance, and it's super affordable, as I mentioned a moment ago. This also has a little bit of musk, so that also adds some creaminess. And then you're going to get some woody accords in here that are very soft. So overall, very nice fragrance. Performance-wise, this is nice. It projects nicely, but then it quickly gets closer to your skin. This is not a skin scent. It's close to being a skin scent. You're still going to get some soft projection going on. People standing pretty close to you are going to be able to pick up on this fragrance. It does last a decent amount of time on the skin, but a very, very long time on your clothes. Now, I am curious if anyone out there has tried this particular fragrance, and have you compared it to Baccarat Rouge? What are your thoughts on that? I'm just curious. I think they're close, but like I said, I have others that are closer to Baccarat Rouge, but I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts if you've had a chance to compare them. But anyway, great fragrance. And again, that was Cloud by ARIANA Grande. I appreciate you guys certainly taking time out of your day to watch my video. Again, let me know what fragrances you love wearing, especially when it's rainy out, maybe even snowing out. Let me know in the comments. Again, I'll put links to these fragrances so that you can find them. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys again real soon.